Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad, and good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What lovely to talk. You me funny lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore!
Brad Gilmore, ESPN Radio, CW39 Houston. Jonno, Raechelle, thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations on the film. I had a real fun time with it.
Thanks, Brad.
Thank you, Brad.
You know, I want to start with this because I'm sure y'all do this, and this question is really for both of you. Raechelle, you can field it first. I'm sure that within any film that you do, you look for maybe a personal connection or something that the character resonates with you on to help your performance. Being that this particular story was about these real larger-than-life people, were you able to find that connective tissue to kind of influence your performance?
I think so. I think something that I really resonated with Nicole was that she was in this real fast-paced, moving world, but she was really focused on being grounded, and it was all about relationships with her. And so she has her sisters in the band, and then she gets to meet Robbie, and they have this real grounded connection. And that's something that I really need in my life to keep me focused and feeling calm. And so the fact that that then brings some levity to Robbie was great for me to latch onto.
Yeah, same question, John. I mean, did you find that connective tissue between you and Robbie to kind of help with the physical performance and everything that you had to do in this film?
Yeah, I think for me it was the imposter syndrome that he feels. Yeah, I think you'll struggle to find an actor that doesn't suffer with imposter syndrome. And, you know, when I got the role, when I was told there and then, you know, you're going to be playing Rob, there was first bit of like, this is amazing, and then just the fear kicks in, because suddenly you've then got to do the thing that you've been dreaming for a long, long time. And that's Rob, and that's Nebworth in our story. That's his kind of golden gates that he's dreaming about, and then that opportunity comes, and then it's the panic. And I think a lot of us feel that when we're given the task of playing something like this.
Yeah, I think any performer goes through that, though. You work so hard to get the gig, and then day one of shooting comes, and you're like, why did I commit to doing this? I don't understand why I just made this decision.
It's not even day one of shooting, it's the last day of shooting too.
Yeah, you're like, I suck. They're going to find out. This is the scene when they're going to realize that I'm a terrible actor, and I'm going to be sent home. On repeat.
Sometimes it's when you're impressed. I don't
know. But you know, I mean, again, what I loved about the film is we've seen biopics of musicians before, and you know, life stories told. But this one obviously was done in a different and unique way. But to me, what I think informs me about these movies is the music, the musicality of it. It's so important to telling the story of these people. Jonno, just starting with you, did you find that the music helped influence your take on the story?
Totally, yeah. That's such a good kind of attention to detail there. I mean, you know, like any good musical, you sing when words are no longer enough. And again, with a musical, you go into these heightened emotions. And the chimpanzee certainly allows that to happen even more so as well. Although it's Rob that sings in our movie, I sang live throughout these performances, just because it'd be really hard to find those moments of heightened emotion if I was just lip syncing. So the breath that you feel when you sing, or the lack of breath, it all helps charge those moments and puts you into that setting for sure.
Yeah, Raechelle, same question for you, the music and the influence that it had on your portrayal.
I think it had a huge influence. I think having Michael Gracie at the helm of this, a huge part of his filmmaking is always story first. And so the music is informed by the story, and then the story is informed by the music. And that sort of symbiotic relationship then helped us, with She's the One. We're not just doing this glorious Hollywood romance. We're also really telling the highs and lows of their story. And I think that's why we turn to music in life. And the fact that you can heighten it for a film is just so informative as an actor.
I think what's important to note as well is the music that you hear, they're not just old versions of Rob's tracks. They are re-recorded, recontextualized for our story. And so they are given the narrative within themselves. I always think of Come Undone, the moment when Rob leaves the band and he's in the car. That for me is just this incredible piece of storytelling now that's completely charged, and I'll never be able to hear that song without seeing that moment in the film.
Totally.
Yeah, well, that's what a good song does. It captures that moment forever. And you know what? I think y'all going to capture a lot of people with this movie. You did with me. I really loved it. And thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Thank you, Brad.
Thanks so much.